Left channel. Right channel. Left channel. Right channel. Left.
Alright, well, let's get these off. The screws in the back will come off. I'm going to pull this. Okay, don't lose those. We got okay. One of those. Okay, what else? Let's pull that off. Okay, now this front should slide off. Something down there, yep. There go the screws. What is it catching? Anything? Should just come off. There we go. Pull that out. Speaker front. Alright, it's done. It's just speakers, tweeters. Anyway, that's go here. Alright, there we go. Not much to it, but I need to get to my head. So this door may come off. That way I can get a decent stroke on that head, which I'm going to sand off and try and get my right channel sounding a bit better. So also have to do an attention to the idler tire, so let me get to that. Okay, so I need to wear my glasses. I'm getting old. So I need to get that screw and that screw out of there. I think I need a smaller. Let's see, side, gentle. Shouldn't be that tight. No, that's all right. There. And there she comes. All right. All right, so idler, I believe, is behind here. So, oh no, this side. I can pull this off. Idler's sitting behind it. idler's been making a bit of a noise. I've cleaned it once, but it's come back, so I'm gonna have to replace the idler tire. So I'll get that off. Actually, I'll put a tape in and see what it sounds like. Let me get it powered up. Okay, so let's see if we can get this little guy off. Super magnifying glasses. They have little lamps on them, see, which is kind of cool. Anyways, this is what happens when you get old. Gotta wear this kind of stuff, so let's see if I can get in that. That's better. And we'll get this little bugger off. I don't want to lose that down there because it usually falls in and gets stuck on a bit of grease. Could do this. I had one of my bigger deck, my Tascam came off and it went right into the motor. That was a real pain. I had to pull the thing apart to get it out, and it was stuck on one of the gears in the back. It was a headache, but this won't work. Just don't want anything flying down there. So let's see. These are just come off. I don't like pulling these off because they're not easy to replace. They're pretty tough, but they have a certain life, I suppose. Alright, get my finger in that. Come on. What a bitch. I see other people do this and it seems easier, but I struggle with them. You know what? I probably should get the power off. The amount of times I've left equipment on and sticking my hand around 220 volts. And I've had a couple little bites from the that's off. Little guy there. All right. You can never buy these. People make them, I guess, but you can never find these things for sale. Put that in the tool bucket. All right. Springs off. That comes off. Where'd that thing go? Pieces falling up. I didn't even see where it went. The spindles come off. Where the hell did that go? Did it go in there? Oh shit, look at that. See what I mean? Right there. I knew that would happen. All right, let's get that out. Comes off. That's got like a little gear on it that it's a one-way, like a cog. So the idler spins over it, but it won't go the other way, or it has resistance. I don't know. Different anyways. So that spring, don't lose that. There is the idler. And the one that is slipping, it's got to be the play side is making the noise, so it's got to be that one. So, I want to take it off. Can I get the size? I should be able to. I've sanded them off with just a bit of like 1000 grit. and it does help, but it doesn't help forever. They get hard again or something. So I might pull it off and then see what size it is. I might have one, or just have to order one. Okay, so there's the idler setup in this Panasonic. Thinking it's this one here is the idler that runs this pickups. So that's the for the play. I don't know. It's squeaking, but it looks all right. Don't feel hard. It's not. I'll pull it off because it may be even slipping on the wheel if it's like shrunk, or not shrunk, but if it's not a tight fit to begin with. But that's got to come off. Another one of those little retainer clips. All right, I'll pull that off and see what's going on. Crap, you know that's going to go down there, don't you? This thing might come off too, this door. This thing's doing my head in. It's like, I think it's, I think if I just take these off here, I got a screw. I don't like pulling these off because sometimes springs fly in. I don't know, So that spring pulls the door open. These clips are easy enough to get off, so that'll come off of there. I don't know if it clips out or not. Yeah, it does. Look at that. Alright, shit. Might just come off. It just goes in there. Oh, okay, that's easy. So that can come out. I got gears over here though. Alright, so that does come out. The side is going to come out the same, I hope. Let's have a look. It should. Come out the same. Yeah, looks like it'll come out too. Alright, so which side first? God, this thing does my. That comes off. This doesn't seem like it's that easy. Sure, there it is. I'll be damned. Fun part, getting it back on. This is just the roller, like a, gives it some tension. Oh, cool. All right, well, there's the, that's a start. That's minus the deck. Boy, it's dirty in there. So I've got to be able to get across that with my sandpaper. And the only issue I have is going to be that guy right there. This isn't magnetic. I'm pretty sure it's not. Anyways, it's that little tape guide. It's welded on. I know you can bend that back. I don't like to, but I might have to. I don't know if I can do enough just in this little tiny area. It's not. That's the bit I need, just the play and record head to be clean. So that will bend back. I just don't like doing it because it means I got to get tools right up on that head. I have to think about this. And the head is definitely not coming out because that thing has been, that has not ever been adjusted. So it's pretty much set up from factory like how it is. And I don't know. I've just heard people dealing with them and they say your tapes never play the same. And if somebody else ever gets this deck, it might not play their tape. So I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to take it off. That's why I'm doing this on the machine. But that little thing's going to be in the way. So we'll see. I'll bend it back if it works, it works. But I should be able to get, I'm going to get sandpaper on my finger and just run it. Or I might have put it on something that's got, I can run it on a piece of plastic or something that's flat. I don't know. This is it's okay, but it's not ideal. All right. Well, let me think. Okay. Got my eyeliner. I ended up just how was it? Right, here we go. I got some 600 grit and just kind of just sanded a little bit around, not hard, just rubbed it slowly around in a circle. I could do it on here, but it's a pain. Cleaned up all right. I didn't go heavy on it, but just cleaned up the top surface. Got the washer back on. That little thing there that was dangling over there, which I almost didn't see. Anyway, I put a little bit of, tiny bit of grease. I got some like lithium. Usually I would use silicone liquid, but I don't want it transitioning onto the eyeliner because this is a little bit thicker. I'm only going to put a touch. Just enough to grease the wheels, as they say. That should be enough. I don't think I need much on that. I think these are all nylon anyways, these parts, so should be alright. And this eyeliner was that way. Clean up the grease might help. Okay. That's all right. Yeah, now I gotta get the little washer on there, which is, I put a tiny bit of grease on my finger, stick it on there, just shove it on. It's sometimes, I got big fingers, man, it's like, this isn't easy. Yeah, also my thing, I guess I'm talking real quiet, so it's kind of mumbly, but sorry, man. I'm using I'm just using my phone. I don't have a camera yet. Should feel that on there now. Actually, is there two ways? Let me get that side. It's got a bit of a concave in it from being on there so long. Let's try that. Just give it a shove. Come on. It's not going to go on, is it? Oh, my baby. Is that on? Nope. Shit. Alright, these are a bit. The problem is it's not backed up to anything hard. It's on that little piece behind it, so it's giving away a bit. I gotta get it on a meter thicker part of my finger. Let's try that. Shit to pop on. Okay, it's on there. Well, this is not easy. These usually go right on. Okay, let's see, I got that. Oh God, it's come off my finger now. This thing's been a bitch. Alright, let's try the thumb. Alright, let's go thumb. This bitch is gonna go right in there, I can feel it. Alright, well, I got it back on. I had to press it on with the tweezers. It's been a pain, but anyways, back on. Seems alright. Plays alright. Little bit of, yeah, grips on there nicely. Spinning. Yeah, before it was squealing when I did this. The idlers got a bit better grip. It's good. Now I've just got to give that a clean. I don't want to pull that one off. That was a headache taking the other one off. And that's just the rewind, and that's been pretty quiet. It doesn't have any resistance on it when you're in play, so I'm just going to give it a clean. I know you guys are screaming, don't put ISP on your idler, but it's just a one-off clean. It's not to kill it. I don't normally do this, but just in case I got any grease on it while I'm fiddling around with this thing. It's all right. Now, it looks all right. Tires look fine, so I'm just going to leave them. I was going to get some new ones, but you know what? It's working fine. This one had plenty of spring in it, so I can imagine they've still got plenty of life left in them. Belt, I looked at the belt. The belt is fine on the back, the capstan belt. So pretty much everything in this is clean. You know, it's like this thing has been sitting around. I bought this from a guy who's, I guess, his grandmother's, and she just, I guess, kept it in a cupboard and never used it thing much because it's inside is really clean. It's not. It's expected to have a bunch of dust and doesn't. So I'm not really going to tear this thing apart too much. Sounds great. The radio, and I mean, it's, you know, it's typical 80s boombox. No, I mean, it does have bass boosts and stuff, but it's not excessive. I just like the look of it anyways. All right, well, let me get this back together. Okay, so that's clean. We'll put that on there. We need my spring. Spindle. And my little fastener. This one is a split pin and it usually just pops right on. Usually. There she goes. It was easy. That's how the other one should have been. This one is goes on nice. Okay. Giddy up. Look at that. Alright. Alright, that's that sorted. Now, I guess I got to work on this head, so I'll come back to this. Over and out. Well, I've been looking at this head and I've been contemplating going a different route. I was going to leave the tape guide on, but I think it's glued on because I don't see any spot welds or anything. It's just flat on there. I'm thinking it was probably epoxied on there with a bit of glue, so I'm going to try and slide a razor blade in there and see if I can get any give on it. I'd like to, if that way I could chip away at it and pull it off, and then I just glue it back on when I'm done. Make it a lot easier to get to the head. Nice smooth strokes on it. But that tape guide's a pain. So I'll try. I'll see what happens. Alright, well, here's my paper that I'm going to be doing this little bit of sanding with, and I'm going to cut some little strips off it. Got 7,000 down to 2,000. I think I'll start at 2,500 maybe. Yeah, 2,500, 3,000, then go 5, then go 7. 7 feels like regular paper, like printing paper. Really fine. So hopefully that will cut it back enough. And I'll just buff it out with a cloth with some maybe some what is that, Autosol, just to give it a polish. I know some guys do 15,000 and stuff, but I just don't have the I don't have it. Sorry. I know you can get a diamond paste to put on there, which probably could rub it on there. I'll see how it comes out. I mean, like I say, it's not I'm not going for perfection here. I just want playback that's, decent and balanced. Like I say, I don't record on it. I don't really use a tape player much, but I just want it even. I usually just play radio or run Bluetooth through it. So this is more just cleaning it up and hopefully getting it so it runs okay. But 7 should be okay for final polish. If not, I'll have to go with some paste, but we'll see. I'll cut up some strips and I'll give it a little run on, see what happens. Give it a buff. One is over, so let's see what happens. Could be good, could be bad. All right, let's give this a go. I'll try to get this off. It's hooked around the back and then comes out this side on the left side. So I don't know if it's clipped on or what, but I could pull the head off and find out. But then I'm screwed with the azimuth. So I'll just give this a go here. Give it a bit of water on there. I got some tissue down there, so I'm just gonna go gentle on it. Going straight on it. Let me try on the edge first and just see how much is. I don't know if this was too coarse. 3,000 or 2,000, I think this one. I'm just going to run it on the side and see what it looks like. I'm not going on the head itself for the pickup part. I'm just doing the edge. Seems alright. I can get to about there, so it ain't gonna be perfect, but it's gonna cover the actual head. Who knows? I might have to pull it off after all this anyway, because I'm moving it with my finger and not gentle. Right. I can see guys, that lap head's probably going nuts right now, going, what the hell's he doing? But I figure it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, I'm just following the contour of the head. You know, it's probably a worn head anyway, so it's like, you know, I can just do what I can do. Okay. Let's see. This camera just doesn't do it, man. It's like, yeah, I gotta go to, I gotta use the actual, I gotta use a real camera. This is, videos on this is not that great up close. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna go from 2 up to 7. I'll see what it looks like afterwards and run it, see if it's playing all right. All right, let's check back with you in a minute. Okay, I am up to 3,000, I think. Just giving it a little buff here. Seems to be all right. I'm not going hard on it. I did run this little strip between the gaps. Not easy, but just to kind of keep it consistent. But what can you say? This is unorthodox way, but it's the only way I can do it right now. All I can say is I'm going straight. Feels smooth. I did a couple zooms in with the camera, not video, but just the regular camera, and I got rid of that little mark. That was a little pock mark that was in there. It's gone. Actually, the head looks pretty good. So I don't know what it was that was on there, but it seems to have come off. Okay. Feels all right. So we'll drop up to 4,000 next, I think. I'll end up on 7, but Okay. All right. Got this paper off eBay for like £4, I think. 2,000 to 7,000. Okay. That feels all right. Okay. What do we got next? We got. So it goes straight to 5,000. All right. Well, this was over 5, mate. What was that? 3,000. 2,500. 2,000. 5,000. All right. I guess I don't get a. I don't get 4,000. Yeah, that feels like paper. I can always do this again, I guess, if it doesn't do it. No, I don't know how long or how much you're supposed to buff this thing, but I've seen them do it on some of the other videos when they buff the hell out of them, you know, but they're going down to like really small fine grit, and you know, they're on a board and they've got the head out of the player for one. This is the budget way of doing it. Would I do this to a super high-end machine? Probably not. I'd pull it out. But this is just something I'm going to do. Just wanted to try it. You know, but can only be better than it was, I hope. Because it was kind of crappy. Not crap, but just where I could listen to it, I could just tell one side was a bit duller. You know, it was like the treble wasn't there, and you know, kind of bugged me. Like I said, I don't play tapes, but I just want it. So it's kind of like having a car, you know, an old car, you fix it up, but you don't want something that's not working on it. Even though you don't drive it, you still want it to be nice. That's kind of like I want with this thing, you know. At least in my head, I know it works. I can sleep at night. Yeah. All right. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, this camera's something else. It looks funky, but it's not. It looks better with the actual still camera. This thing just has so many artifacts in it. Alright, well, let me get on with it and we'll test it out. Alrighty, well, I got done with the final stage. I went back to 2 and I went back up again through them again just to double it didn't seem right, so I did it again, but seems to come out alright. It's hard to tell. I mean, the sun hits it, it's kind of weird, but definitely a lot cleaner than it was. It was, had that one spot. Anyway, it's about as good as I could get for where it was at. So, put it together and see what happens. Stay tuned. Alrighty, well, I got it back together. Head's cleaned. That looks alright. I did a quick recording from Bluetooth onto the what am I doing? Through the DIN cables on the back, so it's pretty good signal. Anyways, let's see how it sounds. Alright, let's see. Left. That's my left. That's the right. I was having issues with. Speakers on this side of my phone, so maybe off with the microphone, sorry, so it could sound one-sided, but from where I'm sitting it sounds really good compared to what it was, so I'm happy about that. Success. Oh, and the idler's working great too. Barely can hear it. Before it was making a bit of a racket. So anyways, that's that. That's working. Idler's working, and I got my stereo imaging back, and the highs sound good. I'll play a demo tape in the beginning. I think it might be on there in my video for to show how bad it was on the right side. So anyways, thought I would share that with you guys. Wasn't that hard, but yeah, it's doable. You don't have to pull the heads. Well, you know, if you just want to get a get some decent playback. So, all right, guys, over and out.